the 10 youngest American actors to win an Oscar. Angelina Jolie. In 2000, 24-year-old Angelina won an Oscar for her role as Lisa Rowe in the drama Girl, Interrupted. She played so fiercely and convincingly that she outshone the main character. She came to the ceremony in a gothic look and shocked everyone with a strange kiss with her brother. But it was this evening that cemented her status as the main rebel and Hollywood superstar. Goldie Hawn is 24 years old, movie, Cactus Flower. Long before becoming Kate Hudson's mom, Goldie Hawn was the golden girl of American comedy. At the age of 24, she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. It's funny, but Goldie didn't even come to the ceremony. She was on set in London and just went to bed and woke up as an Oscar-winning actress. Teresa Wright has set a unique record in the United States. She has received Oscar nominations for her first 3 films in a row. At the age of 24, she won the statuette for the war drama Mrs. Miniver. She was the epitome of sincerity on the screen. Her career is an example of how you can break into Hollywood and immediately become a classic. Anne Baxter, On a Razor's Edge. Anne Baxter is the granddaughter of the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright, and she had talent in her blood. At the age of 23, she played the tragic role of Sophie in the movie On a Razor's Edge. Critics wrote that it was the most adult game that such a young actor had ever shown. In a few years, she will consolidate her success with a role in the legendary film All About Eve. Jennifer Lawrence, Silver Linings Playbook. Jennifer became the youngest actress in the history of the United States to win an Oscar in the Best Actress category, main role. Everyone remembers her famous fall on the stairs when she was going to collect the award. Lawrence proved that you can be a simple girl from Kentucky who loves pizza, and at the same time have a dramatic talent at the level of great masters. Janet Gaynor, Seventh Heaven, Street Angel, and Sunrise. Janet was the first, literally. At the very first Oscar ceremony in 1929, she won the award for 3 films at once. The rules were different then. She was only 22, and she became the face of silent cinema, which was turning into sound before her eyes. Her age record in the main women's category stood for more than 80 years until Jennifer Lawrence came along. Marlee Matlin, Children of a Lesser God. Marlee's story is a pure triumph of the spirit. At 21, she became not only one of the youngest winners, but also the first deaf actress in history to win an Oscar. When she made and gestured her acceptance speech, the whole audience cried. Marlee is still actively filming and fighting for the rights of people with disabilities in cinema. Ordinary People. Timothy Hutton is the youngest male actor from the United States to win an Oscar. At the age of 20, he starred in Robert Redford's directorial debut. The role of a teenager going through a family tragedy was so powerful that the academics unanimously gave him the victory. Timothy dedicated his Oscar to his father, who died shortly before, without seeing his son's triumph. The Miracle Worker. Moving on to Heavy Artillery. Patty Duke was only 16 when she won an Oscar for her role as Helen Keller, a deaf, blind girl. Patty first played this role in the theater and got so used to the image that she didn't need words on the set of the film. Everything was read in her eyes and movements. At that time, she was the youngest winner in the history of competitive nominations. Tatum O'Neal, Paper Moon, and here is our absolute record holder, 10 years and 148 days. At that age, Tatum O'Neal won an Oscar for her role as the little con artist Eddie Loggins. She played alongside her real father, Ryan O'Neal. They say that on the set, she behaved like a real professional, smoked, of course according to the script, and was not afraid to argue with the director. This record has been held for more than half a century and is unlikely to be broken in the near future.